So we're at Grandpa's today, and he's got his engine run stand completed. We're going to talk about it. He's going to talk about his small block Ford is too.
Sports fans, it's been quite a while since I've been back on YouTube. Anyway, I'm getting older. This is a 5-liter Ford. The block is from 72, 73, right in there. I had them sitting in the basement for, I don't know, 35 years, long time. My son and I built a 408 stroker, and we ordered the Scat 3¼ inch stroker with their rods, and then I live on the east side of Cleveland. The Weisco piston is in Menor, which is east of here, and they make one of the best pistons you can buy. And I decided to build an engine that would probably be around 350 horse. I'm figuring. I got thermal coated pistons with the Teflon on the sides. I got the thin low tension rings on it. The Scat stroker crank is in it. And I got a competition cams 270 degree cam with about a 1/2 inch lift. I didn't want to go too radical because we're going to hook this up to a standard C4 3-speed automatic, and it's going in one of these I'm trying to remember, classic cars, or somebody makes it. It's a copy of a 39 Mercedes. You know, it's got those clamshell fenders, and it's a pretty light car. I'm guessing 2,200 pounds, 2,500 tops, and with this combination in it, it should really fly. So I got a GM HEI distributor on there, which basically you hook up with one wire for the distributor and then one wire for the tack. It's a standard Holley 600 CFM 4-barrel. It's a one-wire alternator with the March pulleys, and the rest of the stuff I had laying around. I had these Chrysler fans from a K car. I think these are from. The turbo mufflers were actually on the car. When I towed it home, I took the whole exhaust system out and took the engine out. These high-performance Mustang exhaust manifolds are from the 66. It's a C7, I think, and C7 I think is 67, but I'm not sure. Anyway, anybody could check that out. I went down to a transmission place and I found a stick shift bell housing that uses a standard 168 tooth flywheel. You can see it in there. And Power Master makes the starter that is lightweight. It's a permanent magnet starter. You can see it's gold. And you can see the gas can here is a standard gas can you fill your mower with. It's got a little vent cap that's manual. I soldered a copper pickup tube here. So to fill it up with gas, of course, you got to disconnect the hose, pull it off, and take the cap off. This could be a little bit better arrangement. But you know what? It's small. It's compact. You can see the battery in there. The battery is from another kit car that I saved, and it's got the little extension housing here. The battery drops right in. So everything here is nice and compact. And I got some caster wheels. My disconnect is basically wiggle it and pull it off and put the wood block on it so it don't hit. that way it ain't gonna do. Here you see the electric fuel pump here, and I got a standard mechanical fuel pump here. So if it sits, I can fill it up full of gas, pump the throttle, which is an old knob off of a kitchen cabinet that I modified to work with the cable. And this is a cable from a lawnmower. So it's a matter of being resourceful and wanting to work with this stuff. The rest of the stuff is this stuff here is from Summit Racing, and Jegs and all these hot rod shops sell it. And it comes in 4 or 6 foot lengths, and they give you the thing. The radiator is a heavy duty radiator from an Econoline van, a 77 that I had. And like I said, I had the Chrysler fans, and that's pretty much it. The J bend is from Summit, and I welded the oxygen sensor bungs in, one on each side, and they're standard turbo mufflers. These are quick flow cylinder heads, which are made in Akron, Ohio, and it's got an Offenhauser dual port intake manifold, and that's pretty much it. The thing here, I made engine turn aluminum by just using a wire brush and putting a hose clamp on it. And then you put this on a drill press and you go bzz, 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 bzz. It takes a little time, but it comes out kind of nice. Anyway, I put the switches on it. It's got the air fuel AEM air fuel ratio, and these are these little Chinese dog gauges, volts, water temperature, oil pressure. And my son gave me his Sun Pro Tech that he never stuck on his little Toyota. So, and the switches I had laying around, and that's it. We can give you a little demo to start it, and you can. I don't know, you can hear it on
the
here?
battery.
Oh, the battery, yeah. Anyway, you hook the battery back up. You just push it down, and just push it a little bit, and that's pretty much it. And ignition. So there it is. We had it running before, so it's not idling real nice now. You can see it's pretty peppy, and it's been run approximately maybe an hour or so, an hour and a half. So I'm looking forward to getting it in the car. It should really fly. Our sports fans again. We have to redo the adjustment procedure here. The 351 Windsor block is 1 inch higher. Then here's the head gasket here. You can see the corner of it. And the 351 Windsor block head would be where this surface is here, about 1 inch higher. It's about an inch here. So with that being higher, the manifolds will be higher, this will be higher, but it isn't going to hurt anything here. And over here, you see a slot. Did I put it? Yeah, I tapped that. So all you have to do is loosen this with a wrench and raise it up. But of course, when you put your engine on here, this would be loose. And you take these clamps here are strap clamps. They're not crimped. So you loosen these two bolts, and the whole muffler comes right off. And this thing here, you loosen up the clamp, and that comes right off. Then you put the engine in, and you raise it up and tighten up that bolt there, because it'll be 1 inch higher. And that's pretty much it. Everything else will be pretty much identical. The length is the same. The height is a little bit higher, but the pump, the water outlets, the distributor, carburetor, exhaust layout, filters, everything pretty much the same. And that's the deal.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Chainsaw Man.
Doing the same routine over again with 408 in there.
Yeah, well, when this is off, we're going to paint it good, so we'll take the radiator out, and we'll prime all this.
Once the engine is gone, you can paint all this. And paint it a bright orange or blue.
He put heavy-duty casters in. This rolls better.
Right.
They're rated for more capacity. Because, I mean, what does this weigh? This got to weigh, what, like 1,000 pounds?
Well, the basic Ford small block is about 480. And that was with iron heads, so this is a little lighter than that. But you can see it rolls. I can push on the radiator, and it rolls pretty easy.
Yeah.
See? And before I had run flat tires on it, was awful. It had flat spots on it, you couldn't move it. But this worked out real nice.
Yeah, it turned out good.
Yeah. I'm going to get you a paintbrush.
This is amazing. I wish
That's
I had
right.
something like
You
this.
get a paintbrush, and then you paint this. So you cut this strap here and move the fuel line. And paint all this.
What color are you going to paint it?
What's that noise? Oh, they're
Oh, orange.
All right. Or you want to say bye, bud?
Bye.
Oh, Chainsaw Man.